at the lowest level, in our homes, in our streets, in our when you are in Uber, you are driving, wherever you are. This is time we need to canvass. Even on the election day, we have to be at the polling units, and then we have to canvass. We have to talk to people, and if we fail this time around to do this right, my brother, I'm afraid of this country. So because these guys, I told somebody, when I look at the campaign trails, if you look at the Peter Obi's trail, it's just Nigerians and Peter Obi. There is no popular person there apart from maybe Aisha Yusufu. But all the politicians, all of them, they are in PDP and APC. And what that tells Nigerians is that if Labour Party wins, Nigerians win. And these people are flushed out or retire completely. But if Labour Party fails, then this set of people will continue to enslave Nigerians. And there are many people I spoke to it, they never saw it in that direction. And they even shocked me that, oh, these people, even at their level of education and level of exposure, they do not see this thing this way. And they say, oh, come to think of it, it's true. I say, watch everywhere P2B has gone to. There are many of those powerful politicians you see around him. None. It's just him and his vice president. The other people do not have any name. The rest of the people you see, they are all Nigerians. Maybe the only person that are popular, everybody know, maybe Aisha Yusufu. Who again do anybody know that is popular like that? And you now see that massive crowd out there supporting, which means Nigerians are in this train. And then we must encourage more so that we will win. And we will not fall to even the pressure of what they've inflicted on the people, what they've inflicted on Nigerians today. But focus on we winning as Nigeria and restoring Nigeria back to where it was. And I will just end there and allow others to talk. Thank you, Mr. Niger Watch.
Thank you. God bless you. Okay, go ahead, Leftus. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much, Mahatama. Thank you for that beautiful one, because you are on ground and you were there. So we'll listen to you more than every one of us that are not present there.
Exactly.
Thank you very much for that deposition. So I will go straight to Patriotic Nigeria. How patriotic are you? Talk to us. Tell us.
Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Leftist, and greetings to everybody. Greetings to Mr. Elvis and to everyone on the panel. First, let me.
God bless you, my brother.
Yeah, let me quickly point out that an apology to Mr. Nice. I was not trying to cut you short or stampede you while you're making your points. What is really of concern to me is, in law, there is something called plausible deniability. So in other words, you can't assume what I say before a court. If it's not something that comes out from my mouth, you can't force it on me, even though it might seem like what I said, but as long as not what comes out of my mouth, you can't tender it as evidence against me in the court of law. So, and that's why I was quick to point out that this man did not say anything about him buying votes. Of course, we can imply that knowing the kind of politician that he is, but you can't say that that's what he said. That was the point I was trying to make. And the point he raised is actually based on the amendments to the electoral law, which was Section 93 of the Nigerian electoral law in 2021, which gave that limit of 70 million to House of Rep, seekers of House of Rep positions in Nigeria. So it's still within the law based on the statements. Now we can assert or make conjectures to. We know that this guy wants to buy votes, but we can't say that that's what came out from his mouth. That's the point I was trying to make, and not to stampede anybody. The other point I wanted to make, and which has been made.
Your point makes a lot of sense, so we accepted it. Thanks very much. That's why we are here.
Yes, sir. Yeah, thank you. The other point I wanted to make, and which someone has already made before, is also the issue of us, expecting so much from people who are not elected office holders. I know that point was made about the Leonard person, Michael Zekome, but that point can also be made for the court of law. The reason why I say so is the court does not have any jurisdiction to enforce law. They only are there to interpret law. So it's when you bring a case before the court that the judges, whether it's the High Court, the Appeal Court, or even the Supreme Court, can make arguments on the basis of the case that was brought before them. They interpret it based on whether the Constitution or laws that are made by the legislators. So when things like the burning of Deborah happens, you don't expect any judge to come out. Judges are not even meant to be seen except in court. You don't expect them to come and make pronouncements on those because they are not elected officials, and their position is to interpret the law. Now, that's not my trying to extricate our current judiciary from the wrong things that they have done. I'm just trying to say that when we apportion blame, we can apportion blame in the right way. Like if they interpret the law in a way that's obviously wrong, like in the case of the Yobe senatorial thing, where someone who did not even contest is being made the representative for a particular political party. So those kind of things you can actually, and then even on this issue of the CBN case, an argument can be made that this was really not within their jurisdiction. But once they already made a pronouncement, it becomes the law of the land. That's the way it is universally. And that's why it's really, for me, as an OB supporter, I would just rather that PDP, APC, they do this, they are fighting. I will not even say anything. The reason why I would not say anything on this is because we are happy as people who support OB that this might be opening a vista of hope for us in terms of our electoral aspirations through Mr. Peter Obi, because we feel like it will favor him. But then there's also the possibility that Mr. Buhari, being the Fulani bigot that he is actually doing this to support Atiku. So it's like, the Benis will say that the stick that they used to beat Iyale is the one that used to beat Iyawo. So that's why when on these issues where there's this complexity of illegalities, I'd rather not just say anything. Let them be killing themselves. Of course, we know that the president should have honored the Supreme Court based on the Constitution of the country, but then we also know that the Supreme Court should not have even answered that case in the first place because the CBN is not within their jurisdiction. So this is a case of dog eating dog. So as a human being, I'll just leave them to kill themselves. The last thing I want to talk about is the issue of Mr. El-Rufai. The truth is, El-Rufai is just a selfish demon. It might appear today that he's doing all of this to support Tinubu. I mean, let's just die that thought. That guy is as selfish as they come. Because there's a video that's also leaked where this man was saying something to the effect that this Tinubu, we said we didn't want him, but he insisted I wanted to be the president. We all saw that video, right? So if someone that was caught on camera saying that in the secret will now come out and now be forming the defender of APC and by extension the defender of the masses, you just really have to sit back and wonder, is this guy really, does he really know what he wants, or do we really know what he's really saying? Because it's like what the cabal is doing is playing this game of good cop, bad cop, where a part of them will come out to act like they're defending Tinubu, and a part of them will act like they're the cabal. So I can't really trust El-Rufai. The guy is not a stable character. He's made utterances that he should be arrested for. And even is challenging the president now. If we were to follow the procedures of the law, you can't challenge the president. I would not maybe elevate it to the level of treason, but an argument could be made in that direction, because part of the reason why this whole issue of changing the currency was done is because of security concerns. And so if you are stampeding the initiative of the president with respect to the security of the country, what you are also doing by that is to, it can be argued that it's treason, because you're undermining the security of the country, but I'm not a lawyer and I can't argue that case. Having said that, I just want us as obedience, let's keep mobilizing. Let's not, let them be arguing all these things. They are dogs, let them be eating themselves. And hopefully, these all will work together for us. But for me to support Buhari or support Supreme Court judge, they should just be killing themselves. That's all I know. Thank you very much.
Thank you. But before you go, I know you made some observation. I just want to ask you a quick question, very quick. Based on your observation, which we acknowledged, I want to ask one simple question. When the man said he needs 70 million hard copy cash, just like you said, we cannot assume for him. What do you
Yeah.
think, in your opinion, he needs cash for when the country is trying to go on cashless transactions? What do you
Yeah.
think he wants to do with cash? Hard
Mr.
copy.
Mr. Leftist, I agree totally with you that this guy is a thief and he wants to buy votes. I'm only saying that he also has the privilege of plausible deniability because he didn't, that word did not come out from his mouth. So you can actually make that argument, but it shouldn't be that we are saying that that's what he said. That's really my point. And then the reason why I can argue it is that there's this, Nigeria is predominantly a cash-based economy, even though we are trying to move into the cashless system. But our infrastructure is not built for that. So no matter what transactions that people are still going to make, as long as you're going to deal with individuals, especially in rural communities, you will still need cash. So that argument can be made on each side. But that does not mean we do not know what he's trying to do. That's just the point, sir. That's what I was
All
trying
right,
to
thank
say.
you. I agree with you that our we are cash based, but cashless. The countries that are cashless today they were cash based before, and they transited. It's never easy, not because it is Nigeria. Other civilized countries also experience this. Go and find out. Go and find out
Yeah, they did.
when
They
they
did. But
did.
they built the infrastructure before they did. So it's like
No,
putting the cart
building
before the horse.
infrastructures. Let's just take this one by one. Building the infrastructure. Are you saying we don't have these infrastructures? We have banks everywhere, ATM
We
machines
don't have
everywhere,
we
POS
don't have
is
POS. We don't
everywhere.
have POS in Orion where I'm from. We don't
Oh,
have POS in my father's
recently,
village.
have you visited? When last did you visit Oriomosa?
I mean, not recently, but I know that they don't have ATMs there. They don't have banks there. And what if I'm a legislator and I'm campaigning to the people of my father's village and I need money to mobilize my agents, even though I'm not trying to buy votes. So that's the point I'm trying to make. I understand your point, sir, and I agree with it. I agree with your general point. I'm just saying that plausible deniability stands in his favor.
Well, it's okay, but for the benefit of that, we are all going to suffer this for a while. Nigeria is not going to remain like this, and we cannot remain this way. Any sacrifice needed to make us a better country, we will do it. We'll be suffering. So 1 week, 2 weeks sacrifice will not kill us. Both of us know that this policy and this CBM not releasing so much cash into the society is just because of the vote buying, and they want to make sure vote buying does not occur in this election. After the election, I bet you see there will be no much cash. So why are we worried? So what are we talking about? Thank you anyway. Let's go straight to the next person, which is backup. I bet back me up, sir. Thank you. Is backup there with us? Oh, it says backup is not presently available.
Now son of man is not available.
Yes, it's not available. Unless I do pick it, please.
Yeah, they be coming.
People.
No, not Alice. Alice Edo Pikin. We have two
Okay,
Alice here.
sorry.
Okay. All right. Good evening, everybody.
Good
I
evening.
came a little bit late today. Elvis, good evening, my brother. Leftist.
Good
And every
evening.
other
Good evening,
person
boss.
on the panel. The Mr. Mahantaman, his submission, I really got a lot of information from it, and I think those were really vital information that he gave. Like Leftists pointed out, because it's on ground, we should take note of that and work with it. That's just a suggestion from me. A lot have been said about this issue, the CBN decision, the president's last word said on it, El-Rufai, everything. I would like to talk first about the CBN policy. I would say very, very well welcome, but it had a flaw, and that is bad management or bad planning. That was what really took place there. The intentions, very, very welcome, very good, because it's going to go a long way to curb this thing that the politicians believe on so much, their structure, which is this structure of corruption, of using cash to buy people, to buy their way out, to wreak havoc, So the policy was a very, very, or it's a very, very welcome thing. But it's just the bad management and the bad planning, just like every other thing that has to do with Nigeria. It's always this fire brigade approach, both those who make the laws, those who are supposed to abide by the laws. Everything about Nigeria has always been like this. You know, they don't think to the end. Nobody does that. They will just say things. They don't think to the end. It has always been there, and I just hope that someday we'll say it's 19 of the past. It's going to take time. Um, the president's last speech was very clear. This man, I don't think he has been for a very long time, all these years, so consistent on this issue. The first time I heard about this, when he made mention of it, was when the African leaders went to Biden in the US the last time. That was when he started talking about he's going to curb corruption, he's going to stop vote buying, he's going to make sure that this election is free and fair. He has always insisted till the last minute, even his last submission that or his last speech that he just gave. So these crying babies, these politicians that are now coming up to pretend and think that Nigerians are so foolish or whatever, I don't understand. They should know that these policies that this man brought is directly fighting against them, and they are now fighting back. But their fighting back is so selfish that they only think about themselves. Like that's what they've always been doing. They don't care about the citizens. They've never cared. So I don't see any reason why people should think about them at all. Think about what they feel or think. We shouldn't. We should be concerned about the new Nigeria that is about to be given birth to. By this time next week, I think we should be on the celebrating mood. That is what we should be focused on. And let these guys, like Mahatma said, let them begin to fight themselves. El-Rufai is now so he has turned to who am I going to? No, Mother Teresa. He so much cared for mankind. He cares so much for the Kaduna people that have been under siege from terrorism, from everything that is evil. He never made mention of it. He never fought for his people. All of a sudden, he's now a fighter and a liberator for the people. You see, these guys, I don't know, they are so wicked and satanic. And it's now turning against them because they've done the worst to Nigeria and they are getting it back now. Because whatever you sow, that is what you will definitely reap. And that is what they are reaping now. This is just the beginning of their downfall. This is the beginning. So they can cry all they like. They can go to wherever court they want to go to. I am not Don't get me wrong, I am not a supporter of disobeying what the court of law says. But at this point in time, when Nigeria, in fact, we are not officially at war, but we know this, that the situation of Nigeria is even worse than countries that are at war. So when the president comes out and say and make the and say this is what I stand by, this is what's going to happen until after the election, it should stay and nobody should listen to them. In fact, like what I saw today on YouTube or some news media, El-Rufai's people already define him. They are saying he is just the governor, that the person that makes the law or whose words are powerful is that of the president. They are going to give out their money already. So that is where you also come and blame the citizens. Where have they been since? Why did they keep this money? Because the same politicians told them to do this. So my people, we should see this as a kind of God's doing for us, for the new Nigeria that's about to be given birth to. Let these guys keep crying, keep weeping, keep fighting themselves. Why is it that it's only their party that this thing is happening? Just because they've dominated everything, because this is the structure they'll be talking about, and this structure is not destroyed. So we should be very, very happy about this and do the mobilization to the grassroots, to the last minute, up to the polling booths, until they are all kicked out of that place. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Yes, we need to do mobilization until they are all kicked out of that place. This is why we must be very, very careful and we must be patient. We cannot allow the same people that have given us trouble, that has put us where we are today, to also come and be dictating our life for us or what we should do. We should have mind of our own. We should go for what is good. We've been suffering all this while. Is it by kidnapped? Let's not just forget where we are coming from. This is the only time we should go to the polling booth and display our anger by voting the right candidate. And we all know, among all, the one that have been able to tell us daily what he has for Nigerians, the one that have a very good track record of no criminality, accountability, transparency. We all know this. Let's not be sentimental about this. Please, bear with us. Go to the polling unit and vote LP. Yes, we go straight to Samuel. Samuel, you just joined us. Good evening and talk to us.
Hello, good evening, everybody. Hello.
Yeah, Mr. Samuel, thanks very much for joining us. Good evening to you, sir. Talk to us.
Okay. Good evening, Niger Watch. Good evening, diaspora, the chat section, and everybody listening. So my contribution is as regards to El-Rufai. I want to agree with some panelists that said El-Rufai has committed some grievous offense against the federal government. I believe that's what we are talking about today, right? Now,
Yeah,
why am I?
Yeah.
Hello? Okay,
Yes,
okay.
it is. Yeah.
Yeah, why am I saying this is regards to what the Supreme Court judgment is. The Supreme Court gave a judgment for which it is not in the office of El-Rufai to determine the executional mode of that judgment. It is the presidency that the judgment is directed at, and it is his jurisdiction to decide for Nigerians how we should carry out that judgment. And the presidency has made the decision of how the judgment should be carried out based on his own understanding and based on his own legal advice. And on that decision and the understanding of the judgment of the Supreme Court, the presidency decided that 200 naira should be the old note that should be in circulation. That is the interpretation that the presidency gave to that judgment. And to me, I don't think the presidency has done anything wrong. It has obeyed the judgment of the Supreme Court perfectly. Why do I say that? The Supreme Court said the old note should be back in circulation. Am I right? Hello?
Yes,
Yeah, correct.
yes.
Go ahead.
Yeah. It said the old note should go back in circulation. But it did not tell us which of the old notes, right?
Yeah.
And it did not give the classification of the old note. And in obedience to that, the government, that is the presidency, decided that 200 naira is old note. Let that be the one in circulation. And besides, if you say the 200 naira should go into circulation, it covers every other denomination. Because if you want the 1,000 naira denomination, it's just 200 times 5. That gives you the 1,000. If you want 500, 200 times 5 all over 2 gives you 500. So convert every other one in terms of 200. So technically, Buhari has obeyed the Supreme Court judgment perfectly. Because at this point in time, I come to see that though I don't know, beginning to feel that a lot of negativity in Buhari's judgment could have been because of the fear or the possibility of agitation from the government or the governors that are showing their head now because of it doesn't favor them, that might have twisted Buhari's hand all along. I'm not saying that he's 100% that he's clean in everything, but I'm beginning to feel that his bad government could possibly be due to the inactions of these governors who are now showing their head in the opposite in APC. Probably he was not able to take some actions against, let's say, for instance, kidnapping, banditry, because he knew that some of these governors are not doing what they are supposed to do within their state level to help him militate against those things. And now, being that they have been this way, not supportive, making his government look bad, I feel at this point in time, he wants to get back at them in order to ensure that the election is clean and fair. But on the other hand, too, I may not completely say that Buhari is completely trying to make the election smooth and clean and fair, which is good, because why I'm a little bit inconclusive in my appraisal of him is because there is another Fulani man behind the scene, which is Atiku Abubakar. In as much as he's bringing this policy, it is good in the generality and for the purpose it is trying to address. But there was one lady that was interviewed one other time, I think in is it Arise or so? Arise, I think Arise TV that left APC, and she gave some revelations that Buhari's wife's brother or so is in the central bank at a particular position, and that is a Fulani man to some extent, my understanding, except if I'm not wrong. So probably Atiku might have an access to the new Naira notes through that means. So this could favor Atiku. That is why he is not complaining, because there is a linkage possibly in that direction. So I will not completely say, well, Buhari is for the people. Probably he could be seemingly for the people and also for Atiku through that channel. So on that regards, I want to say, well, that's just my my looking into this. So I'm just feeling that though I support what Buhari is doing, the new Naira policy on a larger scale will help militate against corrupt politicians, and at the same time, we cannot conclusively say what is the motives behind what he's doing. That's my submission. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Your submission is well articulated. Why are they rejecting the 200 naira? Is it not legal tender? Because the 200 naira is not what they store. The 200 naira is not what they stock in their house.
That's
They
it. Yes.
stacked the 1,000 bill to billions
Yeah.
because it's big note.
Yeah.
They have
Mm.
foreign money, dollars, euro, stacked in their house, house bank. That is what they want to unleash, and that's why they are all angry. Why are they angry? How is that one affecting?
Even the House of Rep member that said that they needed 70 million to mobilize his vote or whatever, why can't he start withdrawing the 200 naira now in
Yeah.
advance? Go to the bank, withdraw 500,000 naira into 200 naira bundle.
Into 200
only, you said what?
Because they know that if
yeah.
they must use 200 naira to buy vote,
Yes.
they will carry several Ghana must go.
They are only fighting for what they have at home.
Yes.
Not what they are going to the bank to withdraw.
No, they are not fighting for the interest of Nigeria. They are fighting for themselves. So that's why we must not support them. That's why Nigerians must rise up against these satanic people.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, that decision.
Tried us.
Yes, something I just wanted to let me just say this one thing. I also think that this also should let Nigerians to wake up, because if you are not happy with the decision, or you feel the decision is biting you, it means that you have been sitting down for too long and you have allowed the negative elements to come to make your decisions. So that's why everybody should rise up and make a right decision of who is going to rule them, who is going to be their presidency, in order to avoid people that will be bringing kind of decisions, kind of leadership style that you don't like. So,
and my dear brother, sorry, I beg to disagree with you on something I heard from you not too long ago.
Yeah.
If I'm giving the little time to address it, you said President Buhari did not want to fight against banditry because he was skeptical about the reactions of some of these governors. If I heard it correctly.
No,
For me,
what I'm saying is, with the way it's going now, I said I might not be correct, but the way I'm looking at that, possibly he didn't do as much as he wanted to.
When he comes, no, he never wanted to. Even before he became a president, there are videos of him making inflammatory statements, inciting statements, like he's going to set the country ablaze, going to make Nigeria ungovernable for the past president, and also him being a Fulani man. It was just his agenda to kill people, to maim people, to allow their ethnic cleansing to take place to some extent. So for me, immediately he leaves office, he should be arrested. He's a murderer, a mass murderer, a genocidal murderer. We have evidence to that. Sokoto, a girl was killed, Deborah. Broad daylight, a president saw it and turned a blind eye. And other killings nationwide. You don't need to be a physical killer before a court will make you a murderer. If you are an accomplice, directly or indirectly, when you don't order arrest or investigate killings, this is the lives of citizens cut short just like that. So Buhari, even if he's trying to help us to get a good election, fair election, but once his tenure is over in a few months' time, it should be picked up immediately. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Alice. Buhari, when he came, if the last speaker remembered that when he came, he was actually doing everything for himself and the Northerners. Let's not just forget, please. He was not ready anytime. Somebody that was also trying to give amnesty to kidnappers, amnesty to people that is bombing mosques and churches, amnesty to killers. Somebody that was supporting cow, probably that's why some people say that's why he allowed the money that will have cow in it. Somebody that was saying that herdsmen were legal. They were only carrying gun to protect themselves. How many did he persecute? So please,
that's why I say
no, it's not
nothing.
because of the governors, because he was trying to protect a tribe, because he had a mission. But now Nigeria has proven that it's too big to be conquered. Nigeria is not Mali, eh? Nigeria is not Niger Republic. We are Nigerians, and we are very, very smart, and we are big. So you cannot sell one idea that is personal or tribal, and it will stand. This is the effect. The effect of what he has done is what is playing out now. The people are reacting. He did not carry everybody along.
Yes, and that is.
Look at all the is it security? Is it NNPC? Is it just made mention of the parasitos that your tribe is heading? How many? So let's not go there, sir.
Now the question now is, seeing that he has been so tribalistic in all he has been doing, will Nigerians allow another Fulani?
It's not about Fulani. It's not about Fulani. You see,
to be the next president.
Sir, we are not tribal here. We are not. If you have been following us, you discover that.
No, I'm not saying we are tribal per se. What I'm trying to say is
saying that some of us, like me and Elvis, will be saying that we don't care where a good leadership come from, whether you are a Fulani man, whether you are a Yoruba man, whether you are a Benin man. As far as you are a good leader and you have the people as heart, personally.
Exactly.
We don't care. It's not about Fulani. It's not about so. We don't care.
That's right.
We don't care about, as far as you are a good leader and you want to do the right thing and you believe in doing it right. We don't care where you come from. As far as you are in Nigeria.
The current one we have, which is being presented.
The problem we have is because of the tribalism that some of our leaders have gotten themselves involved in. And then they do not respect the rule of law. They do not respect anybody.
Mr. Lepis, please, can I come in for just 1 minute, please? Okay, please. We have what we call federal character. We have what we call zoning. So a Fulani man cannot just be leaving office. Another Fulani man is coming because of the way Nigeria is. The sensitivity. And two, looking at, yes, I'm going somewhere. I know where you're coming from. The way the country is right now is never done. This is why everybody is against Atiku Abubakar. He ought not to. This took place and he emerged. So that's a no for us. It's like a Benin man is leaving the presidency, another Benin man is coming. The whole nation will be ablaze. So I want to say that for me, Atiku is a no. He know even before he started campaigning, he has lost already. Nigeria is not a one tribe nation. We have tribes. We have to take everything into consideration. This is why the Muslim ticket is also a problem in the area of religion.
That is why so based on what left to say, Nigeria is big. Nigeria is complex. Nigeria is not as easy as
it's complex. It's very sensitive.
What I'm now saying it because of the antecedents, sir. It's not because of the Muslim ticket.
But there is zoning, there is federal character. There is zoning, there is federal character.
Let's leave federal character. It is because of the antecedent, sir.
A Yoruba man can't leave office, another Yoruba man is coming. That's the point. Nigeria is multilingual, multi-religious, multi-ethnic, multi-franca, and so on.
Alex, Oga Samuel, please hold on, please. Let's just, somebody else can talk. Let's not just be in one place.
No, let me just say this. What I'm trying to say is
let somebody else talk.
Final principle of fairness.
You have finished now. You have done, sir, Oga Samuel. We are only just
I know. I'm just 2 seconds. 2 seconds. I was just trying that you were saying that Nigeria is complex, big, and mighty, and I'm saying that in this election, in order to prove that condition, the voting will prove it. Nigeria really has that might to show that it's not the political class that decides, it's not the rigging that's going to decide, it's not this, that the complexity should ensure that people vote who they want and prove that they are complex, mighty, big, and vote the best candidate.
And that is why we're advising people that are angry now, instead of going to break banks, burn cars, don't do it. Just be patient. Use your voter's card to display your anger. Unless you that is doing it, you have been motivated or paid to do that. It is an electionary period. This is the time you pick somebody that has character, somebody that is transparent, somebody that knows what he's doing, somebody that has a vision. We had just yesterday, we played a video of a northern man saying Tinubu came to Kano to say he came to dance. He did not come to tell them what he has. That they don't think they will vote him. I think we played that video. Among all the aspirants, who is capable? It's a big question. Somebody that does not have memory, is it the person that will be your president? National item, raise a hand up. He has been golfing. I'm talking about Tinubu. Me, I'm not the one that will not call names. Ozia Atiku. Atiku Gate, that one have been exposed of bribery everywhere. These people they are just not there. Please, let's take it the way it is. Let's be responsible. Let's change Nigeria. A better Nigeria is possible. So, back up. You are back. Can you back me up now?
Wonderful now. Now just dey talk.
Now back me up.
Okay. Yes, I greet you, lefties. And you see, I want to ask a few questions first. And are Nigerians still on the streets looking for money? Has the 200 naira that the president ordered to become legal tender, are the Nigerian people receiving the money? If they are, then I want to, look at this issue from a different way. The governors like El-Rufai and the Kogi State governor and another governor, or whoever they are, that went to the Supreme Court and say that, the people are suffering. The people are lamenting. They don't have the money. They need money. Around that period was when, there was a lot of brouhaha in Edo State and across the nation. We saw banks being destroyed. In fact, some people even lost their lives. The Supreme Court came out with an injunction. That was not the final judgment. And, the president went ahead and said, okay, since you guys are saying that you are fighting for the people, I emphasize, I now, by the authority and the power confined in me as an executive order, 200 naira notes continues to be a legal tender. 500 and 1,000, no. Remember, let us use our tongue and count our teeth. The president knows what he was trying to achieve before coming out with this new monetary changing policy. And not when he's about to achieve that, then a Supreme Court who might have been compromised will not come and turn everything around. You see, these politicians, when they pack money and stack money, they stack it in the largest currency that is available, because that will allow them, to stack more. Therefore, they have stacked up looted funds of 1,000 naira notes denomination at 500, because when we saw that trailer that some people brought out when this policy came out of rotting money, I did not see any 200 naira notes there. It was more in 1,000. And there was also a video that came out that somebody says he was seeing a 1,000 naira note, a 500 naira note that was printed. It was minto, but it was printed sometime in 2008 or 2005. But they just brought it out. So, in summary, regardless of whatever is the reason why the APC government are fighting themselves, I stand with the president on this one. There will be no vote buying, no matter the amount of pressure, no matter the amount of money that they have bribed the Supreme Court judges. There will be no vote buying. If you say Nigerians need money to carry out their activities of daily living, 200 naira note, make it a legal tender. If these people were actually fighting for the people, that order from the president should suffice. But because they have an interior motive, which is why we are still hearing all this noise making. Somebody went ahead and said that the policy is a bad policy. I heard somebody made that submission that you change money, the new naira note is not available, the old naira note is not available, Nigerians are suffering. Well, this is my understanding. The new naira note was made available. However, some bank managers or some commercial banks, because of the corruption that is very deep rooted in the system, and not just only the bank managers, including staff and workers of banks, the likes of the ones that give these POS people the money. But with emphasis, some bank managers decided to keep that new naira note, refused to let it out to the people, even when they were supposed to, and they went behind and they were exchanging 140 million for 100 million. If the CBN released 60% of, or let's say 50% of the new naira note that was printed, and the commercial banks push that 50% of the new printed note into circulation for the people, we will not be hearing this noise. But it's because of the conspiracy on the part of these bank managers who hoard the money and see who can buy it from them at a more, for them to make profits. And the bank workers who decide, instead of putting money in ATM machines, they decide to give it to POS people so that they can get their own shares, and resulting Nigerians to buying their own money. See, the corruption is deep rooted. And that is why we must not lose focus. A new Nigeria is coming. We have a week to go. Regardless of anything we talk about here, the message is we Nigerians have suffered enough. It is time for us to take back our country. And we must vote in the Labour Party, LP, on that day, so that Peter Obi and Dati can begin to restructure the foundation of this great nation. You see, Honorable Dogawa, I know for a fact that everyone that comes to Nigeria Watch here to speak And millions of Nigerians that are listening to us are more educated than him, are smarter than him. So when he was making his submission that 70 million naira is needed for House of Rep members to prosecute their election, yes, the Electoral Act might have provided, that provision. I made that provision. However, there was no, I'm not sure, and I know for a fact that it didn't say that the money or the 70 million to prosecute your campaign must be in cash. So we, reading between the lines, know that the reason why they want cash is because they use it for vote buying. And Buhari, who ran for election 3 times, lost before winning, after Jagaban say he did what he did, understands the way these people, win elections. And even though for reasons that we don't know, that this cabal hijacked his government, because there must be a reason that we give El-Rufai to come out and give a counter order to the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and retired ex-general for that matter. There's something that gives him that confidence. And Buhari, knowing that these people messed up his government, he has resolved to make sure that APC will go under low after this election. And the only way he can do that is to ensure that a free and fair election is conducted, checkmating them in their own game, making sure that money politics does not fly in this election. For people that say Supreme Court cannot be... See, in a government, there are 3 arms. We have the executive arm, we have the judiciary, we have the legislature. Yes, they are supposed to be doing check and balances. But the decision stops on the table of the president. And that's why we have things called executive order. So I don't think Buhari has done, anything wrong. Let us look at the spirits behind the decision and not on the decision itself. The spirit behind the decision is that this election, there will not be vote buying. El-Rufai could have immunity, but it doesn't mean that he has not committed a crime, a treasonable. Is it not Nnamdi Kanu that says that let my people go? They say he committed treasonable felony for saying that he wants a separate nation. Now, liking that to somebody who comes on live TV, live broadcast, and challenging the president, giving an order that is contrary to the president's order, and clearly says that the president's order is fake. El-Rufai has committed a crime. Even though his immunity protects him now, thank God what he said was on people. I know Nanja Watch has that video. If they lose the video, we'll provide it for them, because it does not prevent him to be prosecuted when he's out of that office. So my fellow countrymen and women, keep your eyes focused on the ball. It's next week. We must cast our vote for Labour Party. We must defend our votes. If for any reason there is a magic, for some reason between now and next week, they say 500 naira becomes legal tender. Nigerians, with what Mr. P2B has brought into the political lights in this election cycle, with the revelation and the exposures that have been in the domain, we know that these politicians do not have our interests. When it suits them, they will speak out. Let it look as if they are for us, but they are for their selfish interests. If for any reason they try to buy votes, Nigerians, I will say it again and I will say it loud. That money is your money, it's my money. Collect it. But let us bring this corruption to an end by still going and voting for Labour Party. Because Labour Party will begin to lay the foundation for a new Nigeria. Because a new Nigeria is possible. Thank you.
Yes, a new Nigeria is very possible. Nobody can take that away. A new Nigeria.
Yes, everyone have contributed leftists, right?
Now I want.
Nah, brother Nizo.
Yeah,
Now
yeah,
it's
it's
change
me.
again.
It remain
Yes.
my turn. Yeah, me
Brother
logo.
Nizo, you don't fair talk. We want to do a roundup now. Final closure. To
You
2
start
minutes.
with me now.
Okay, let's start with you.
No.
It's supposed to be Alex, but Alex, let's start with him, Nabi.
Okay.
Yes.
No. We cannot start with you, brother Nice. You just came, you change your name. This is the corruption we don't want in Nigeria.
No. As long as the person gives a position to her now.
Alex first said no. Now you got the lobby for her.
No, that's it. Let Alex go first. That's it.
Okay, let's go.
No. I've given you my logo marking.
No, Alex, continue. I want to hear your grammar. Continue.
Please carry on. Let me hear from you, my brother.
Mr. Elvis, you see these two people, they know you're guilty, they want to tell us.
Okay,
let's move on to
if you want me to talk, okay. Is it the final submission now?
Yeah,
no, not the beginning of submission.
Mr. Lefties, you are always very, very hilarious most times. Anyways, thank you everybody. Why the program was going on, I got a phone call from a diehard Lekki Tollgate massacre fan, somebody who still keep that thing at heart. He said I have to also apologize to Femi Falana, that Femi Falana has been the one, tackling the federal government on that very incident, that Femi Falana has been trying his best. So although I had to explain to him that I did not insult them, I just wanted them to do more, to amplify their vuvuzela or their logomakis against these wicked men, not only around the election time. Anyway, my sincere apologia to Femi Falana, senior advocate of Nigeria. I was only asking them to do more. We expect them to do more with the God-given positions God gave them. So I didn't mean to spite anybody. I didn't mean to bring anybody, to the gutters. Anyways, yes, El-Rufai is a criminal, as far as I'm concerned, or a criminal in waiting after his tenure is over. I don't know if the president has the powers according to the laws of the land. If it is gazetted in the Nigerian constitution that the president can, or the Supreme Court that they are all running to now, can, strip a governor of his immunity. Maybe a lawyer will come and help us on that. And two, with the side,
it's possible.
Yes, the side I'm coming from is this. When there was ASU strike for 8 months, why did they go to Supreme Court? When our children were all at home, our youth. This is my cry. Why didn't they go to court or Supreme Court? Where was Supreme Court, or where were the governors? And everybody now who's shouting, including this so-called Kaduna governor, when Deborah was killed. Why did they interpret the law to show that the first duty of a governor, a president, is to provide security? We all forget about that one. It's in the Nigerian constitution that you must provide security. At any case, a citizen died unlawfully, according to due to neglect. The law should come into play. Why are they quiet about that? Electricity hike now everywhere, or darkness. Where is the Supreme Court? Where are the governors quiet about that? They are borrowing money left, right, center at the federal government, or the governors are doing it at the state government level. Where are the Supreme Court and the people? Why are they not showing interest all this while in the Nigerian affairs? This is where the angle I'm coming from. I'm not a Madibola walkabout, or I'm not a garrulous person, or a laughing jacker. I'm just trying to make common sense. Where are these people all this while when Nigerians have been jackpotting from the country? The jackpot syndrome came, brain drain. People are leaving the country in thousands, in drones, every day, through the land, the sea, through the air. Where are the Supreme Court judges? Where were the governors? Where were the so-called CBN governor? Why is everybody now so interested in Nigerian people suffering? Bag of rice was 8,000 naira in 2015. Now it's almost 60,000. Where were the Supreme Court and the El-Rufai and everybody? Why is everybody just interested now about Nigerians are suffering? So this is my question that I just tended to, I tended to, you know, titillate your fancy, your conscience, so that you can think about what these guys are doing. They don't love any of us. They don't love us. They're after themselves. They're after capturing positions and enriching themselves, killing more Nigerians, impoverishing. If we mistakenly allow by hook or by crook, or by omission or by commission, we are learning of this parties into power again. Trust me, a bag of rice is going to go for 250,000 naira. Naira to dollar is going to be like 10,000 to $1. Trust me, these guys don't care. They just see Nigeria as a business venture. So let me also warn them. Nigerians are not going to be quiet again. This generation is not our grandfathers, is not our fathers. We are younger generations and we are ready to die with these guys. Should we notice INEC manipulations? Yes. So thank you, Mr. Najawash, for the work you are doing. So as I leave my submission here, please think about it. Why are they suddenly, you know, shouting this corrupt sound, Festus Keyamu? Why are they suddenly shouting? Now Supreme Court is powerful. When Supreme Court discharged Nnamdi Kanu, where were all these people? Where were the governors? Where was Festus Keyamu, El-Rufai? Where were these people? Kanu is still in jail for just saying let the people go, like someone said. A man made a public speech against the president, and he's still walking scot-free. Please let me leave it here. I'll leave it here without a logo Apache. Thank you.
Now you carry, carry your logo Abacha follow body. We don't tire for that.
Logo Apache.
Logo Abacha. I beg you, Elvis, Mr. Elvis. Anyway, Mr. Elvis like your logo Abacha. It's not that's why he say he carry for your hand. But for me, carry and follow body.
Okay, let me give you my logo marquee if you want that one.
Even that one I was pass. Allah said don't pick it, talk to us.
Which one you want contact for inside now lefties?
I go enter house as fast as Alice.
No, Madam Rita, they say that could take me enter house now.
Don't pick it, talk to us.
I don't reach my turn. Okay, and I do well. I think in
okay, wait. If I say you're not ready, make a call.
I'm not ready now. They talk now.
Okay.
Okay. My people, you know, so when Alex don't talk like this, so you first assimilate everything before you go even know what you go talk. So, in fact, I agree with him about these people. Make we just concentrate on till we reach next week. Maybe we leave them, make they just they cry. You know, what you go do now? The two brothers they fight. You try to separate them. Nigerian people want to separate them. They say they don't agree. They want to fight each other. You will leave them. So they belong to the same group. So that one will give us momentum. Maybe we focus on how we will take. So until they will become nobody, they will become a non-entity. Nobody will talk about them again. If you want those people, thank God, now we will call the talk, say will become. So make they just the food themselves, I beg. El-Rufai, and people don't already they disobey them. So you see, the battle is in fact you cannot fool the people all the time. People don't wise. We are forgetting that Nigerians are the most intelligent people. A time will come, the person wey you just dey think say na malam or you dey call am ode, e go come up, you go come to say, man, this person get sense. You only say just dey quiet. I saw people today going to queue up CBN in Kaduna. They went with their money there. They say, no, this one wey governor talk, na president own, na high pass. Na president we dey lis ten to, no be governor. So the thing don backfire. The other ones, Keyamo come today, they shout. Like Alex was just saying, where dem dey wey people dey die, they no shout, they no come, they no quote law. Now that they don't block the loopholes where they want to cheat, because that's their specialty. That they be expert. They don't block everything now. They cry. Please make anybody no misunderstand me when they talk about Buhari. I am not a fan of Buhari, but you should not destroy the message because of the messenger. That is what I'm emphasizing on. When you want to talk about somebody who is a real religious bigot or whatever, or we say nepotism at the highest level, like this man now, we all know this. But on this issue is what I'm taking him on, that he did the right thing. And I will stand by that because it is for the good of the country. So no matter whatever evil he has committed, God is going to judge him. But on this one, we should give thanks to God that he's on with the people, So that is my point on Buhari. Maybe some people will be thinking, why is this man saying, oh, Buhari is nice, all of a sudden he's a nice man? No. That is a misconception. I've never been his fan and I will never be. But I'm not destroying his message because I don't like him as the messenger. So that's my submission for now. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much for your submission for now. Samuel.
Okay. My final submission goes this way. More likely it's going to be a plea to Nigerians concerning this coming election that's just in about a week time. I don't know, this election is coming. Nigerians have lived together for quite a long time, but it seemingly looks like we are not getting this marriage right. For many years we've been together, and it's been topsy-turvy, it's been kidnapping, it's been death, it's been a bloodbath, a lot of negativity about this marriage called Nigeria. And a lot of people are getting to a point where they are wondering, is it working? Is it worth it? Is it not? And at this point in time, this election that is coming up is another opportunity for Nigerians to reappraise this marriage, to take a look at this marriage, if we are making headway. Any union, any organization, any business always has a point of reflection to know if we are making progress or not. And this election is an opportunity for us to, as individual tribes, individual sections of this country, to now ask ourselves, of all these candidates that have presented themselves, the principle of nationhood has it that inclusivity is an aspect of it. And this principle has been the basis upon which our past leaders have been chosen. The principle of rotation, the principle of, though we know it based on who is the best candidate, but we have followed some principles in order to ensure that this marriage is kind of inclusive. Nobody feels left out. Of all these candidates, we know that they have had their tribal men who have had that position in the past. Like we know Atiku, Buhari is from his tribe. So based on the principle of inclusivity, which he himself has used to bring in Buhari, he and Tinubu, Atiku and Tinubu, used that principle to dislodge Jonathan and brought in Atiku. But at a point now that P2B, the principle was jettisoned, and they threw it away, more or less saying that this principle is not applicable to P2B or probably his tribe. And I just want to plead with Nigeria that I think we should be fair in our judgment. If the politicians have decided that it's not going to be that way, we Nigerians should be fair. Apart from the fact that it is even the turn of the Igbos, but the candidate that is being presented is worthy in every aspect, worthy in any way you want to look at it. Let us give him a chance. I think we should give him a chance. Let's give him a chance, regardless of whatever fear you have. I will just plead to every tribe, no matter where you're from, no matter who you support, no matter how you feel. Others, they've all had a chance. They've all supported people on the principle of inclusivity and diversity. Let's give this man a chance, P2B. Let us really give him. The people love him. People believe in him. It is actually the time, the time of is his own time. Though we don't believe in a Milocon, but other tribes have had a test of it. Let's just give him a chance and see. That's my submission.
All right, we will give him a chance. Me, I've given him a chance. And I think we should all also do same. Not because among all the presidential candidates, listen to all of them. Just listen. Profile them, search them, and come and give me your result. This is why you must give him a chance.
Yeah, just a chance. Let's just try it.
Oga, back me up. Son of man, I beg, talk to us.
So this is the reason why I think the northern elites are afraid.
Okay, still not available. Wow.
You
Okay.
understand? What are
I
you
think the
talking about?
next person now will be.
What are you talking? Lefties. Why are you caught to chopping my time?
Mr.
Yes.
Loftus, they talk. The guy is talking. Oh, he's speaking.
I don't hear him. Okay, continue.
With the Yera, gingerbread man. Now in they
Yeah.
talk like that. Talk.
Gingerbread man, go ahead.
Yeah. I said my understanding of the northern elites. Why are they afraid? You see, the coming of P2B will restructure the Nigerian political system, and it will reduce the bar of entering into the political arena. And Dati, his vice, also has same standard, and they know him. They know that that is a principled man who shares the same ideology like P2B. And their fear is that if these people get in there and these structures are restructured, these bars are raised, you see the likes of Atiku, Ganduje, El-Rufai, their likes, their type will never smell any political office again. And hence, they will do everything possible to prevent it. Let us not forget what Pa Adebanjo said. That is an elder statesman who has been around for a long time. He says, don't think that these people who hold power are ready to release it. They are not. So let us expect the unexpected and be ready to react. But we will do our own bid, which is to go out and cast our votes and defend the votes and wait to get the popular results, which is going to be Labour Party, because it is clear from everything we are seeing that Labour Party is the party to lose this election. The election is for Labour Party to lose because we have already won. So we are not going to allow anybody to untwist us. This is the only party that Nigerians are sponsoring, the financial aspects and the human aspect of the campaign. So I believe, the old guard, they see that they are falling, they see that they are losing out, and they are fighting the last fight. Just like when you put a knife in the neck of a goat, that last time you see the goat will kick and do everything. That's what these guys are doing right now. But at that point, if you leave that goat, even though you don't cut the neck, you see the goat will start to run, they scatter, they move anyhow. So we are not going to shake. The president has taken a good decision. Nigerians, I hope that, with the 200 naira note in circulation, that is a presidential order, it's an executive order, it's a legal order constitutionally, and, backed. I don't expect to see any queue. I expect the banks to make this money available. I expect the ATM machines to be working so that Nigerians can be well fed, can take care of, the activities of daily living, so that on that day, they will all come out to cast that vote. As for El-Rufai, we're waiting for you. Say in a few months' time, you will leave that office. Hopefully, by the grace of God, P2B becomes the president. I will come and look for you by myself. Thank you.
That was strong goal. You say now you by yourself want go look for her.
Ginger bread man don't vex.
Anyway,
go cash out with your hand. I'll join you, ginger bread man. We'll go
I
catch
think
that
we've
man.
all spoken. I don't think we still have those that have not spoken here.
You don't jump me, Nana. And lefties.
Your matter self, or your talk now.
This lefties, I don't know. The one we take on this evening, not be joke. You're ready to jump everybody. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. You guys have spoken well. Mr. Naija Wash and Brother Alex. I was telling you guys about this Governor Wike, that you people should not trust this man 100%. You see the way this man switch on us. All the way, the last time Mr. Naija Wash said I should wait, that he has not taken his decision yet. I said this man is not going to endorse Peter Obi. But today, we saw him endorse Tinubu. So this man, he's been the chameleon right from time.
Brother Nice, I'm disappointed in him, but he did not endorse Tinubu. He said, I'm not campaigning for you, neither am I campaigning against you. He has never endorsed Tinubu. Don't lie on him. You are right. He messed up. I disagree with him. I condemn his character. I salute the courage of Octom of Benue State, but Wike did not endorse Tinubu. He only received him, and they spoke, and the video is on air. Thank you.
What is he still waiting for right now? If he's not playing games?
I don't know. That's why I say you are right. You are right, but
So
he did not
the
endorse.
question you need to ask him be that. You understand?
Yes, I'll ask him. Then I will get back to you.
I will say this thing every time. Yeah, you people should not trust any of our politicians. These people are evil men.
Brother Nice, you want force him. Now you born him. What is he waiting for? Now you're picking.
No, I'm not the force him. I just remind them. When I
if by a day to tomorrow, a day to election, the way that they not camp for PDP, the very day now they can't tell and say they collapse structure, they support the other. He can't do the same. What do you want to talk after you don't come? You don't choose campaign for Yash. What do you want to talk?
Brother Nice, I have not been letting you don't talk about this endorsement and others. It's better not to just clear them once and for all. I beg, make una give us 5 minutes more, listen to this video. More all of us for a year with Tinubu and Wike talk on that very day. Quickly.
It's out of the respect that I have for you. You work hard voice loudly your commitment to unity and the critical path to that unity in Nigeria. You never advocated a division or breakup of our country. You follow history. You respect the country. You demonstrated your background as a lawyer to follow constitutional democracy. All your advocacy is about sharing of a cake that we bake together. That if we say, and
Just watch how Tinubu take call Wike a chameleon. Just watch.
they want us to believe that Nigeria belongs to all of us, then every little child growing up today that will be adults tomorrow must have expectation and opportunity to lead the country at a time. That's my interpretation of what you have been saying. You rally the governors together. I was a very good colleague of one of your idols here, Peter Odili, was my colleague. I was a governor when I was a governor. We fought for constitutional democracy together.
Sorry, my people, before this video finish. So now the president where some people they fight for be this, Abi. Hi God. We get problem for Nigeria, shall to be honest.
But I think he has too many barracuda fish and he refused to swim on. But I handed over to you. It's a good thing that he had a successor. You had many philosophers, and one keenly that I respect is one David Matthew saying, no matter how many skyscraper you build, no matter how many brick and mortars you put around the street, if you have not built other human beings that can succeed, you have not achieved. I say Odili has achieved, he left you behind. For us, we are here to campaign on the terrain and philosophy that you brought about when we left office. You came to the South, rallied the governors, and say, please, it's not a fight, it's not a quarrelsome idea, it's not abusive. You just say, please, let power shift to the South. Let's start to rotate. And in making that request, I would not say even demand, in making it a request, you didn't insult anybody. You follow the path of democracy, the path that's a constitutional democracy is a path of freedom and ability to speak your mind at any given time. You spoke your mind. You spoke your principle. You stayed with it. We appreciate it. And pick it up. We belong to different parties. You are a PDP sometimes, I believe. I am in APC. Regularly up till now. But one, there's a chameleon will change its color, but leopard will not. Why? Leopard stay with same color. I am a leopard.
Mm-hmm.
A man of same party.
Mm-hmm.
Promise keepers. A word of character. A whole word that you can depend on. I don't know about your party. I don't know where they belong again. So today, I don't want to abuse anybody. I don't want to campaign here. I want to tell the truth. It's because of your character, your belief, your faith, your consistency, that when we came to campaign in Port Harcourt, we must pay you a courtesy call.
All right. On that one, I realized on that particular video, Wike did not respond. But on this one, now where did Wike respond to what we all are talking about with this?
Right.
So today, I don't want to abuse anybody. I don't want to campaign here. I want to tell the truth. It's because of your character, your belief, your faith, your consistency, that when we came to campaign in Port Harcourt, we must pay you a courtesy call.
It's Igbo's government. No, it's Igbo's government. It's unfortunate we have to say this. It's so painful. When we ridicule Supreme Court to this level, where's the hope again? Supreme Court is being ridiculed to obey Supreme Court order, and we are playing with it. Tomorrow, you will see that nobody will obey any court order. Everybody will. So what? What will happen? I will ask you a question. Why should we obey this? The whole highest court of the land say, hold on, don't do this. And you people in government are playing with it, play politics with it. Who does that? For the first time, I've seen a government procuring opposition to join them to defend their policy. A policy that anti-people. I've never seen a thing like this. Do you people really want this election to take place or not? Or you have an agenda to truncate this election? I don't know. Look at what is happening Oyo today. Edo, Delta. See what is going on. I saw the meeting gathering in Port Harcourt. I had to call my CP. What is going on? I'm not campaigning against you. Neither am I campaigning for you. But the truth.
So, Brother Nice, you hear that part? I'm not campaigning against you, neither am I campaigning for you. I'll play that part. Let me play that particular part again quickly.
What is going on? I'm not campaigning against you. Neither am I campaigning for you. But the truth must be told.
But the truth of the matter is that Tinubu call her chameleon, and not true. Now, my middle name be that Wike is a chameleon, and I believe this man he go suffer when time doorish. No wahala. Since we play another video, make everybody quickly get 2 minutes round more to talk on this, and let's move on. I bet nobody should. Let me remove the link. We don't want more people on the screen anymore. Yes, go ahead, Brother Nice. Use your 2 minutes straight away now.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. You see, everything that I've been saying here, you just see now the confirmation right now. This is the reason why I always tell people here, don't just carry one person put for head. This is politicians. They can twist on anybody at any time. You understand? I was saying this thing. Even Tinubu now, even confirm her. He just confirm her right now. Even Tinubu himself is a tortoise. That statement he just made right now, Tinubu, he said it's because you're for character. I don't want to associate with you. That is what he wanted to tell him. But he now use wisdom and see something else. You understand? Because Tinubu himself have been seeing this man from distance, that this man cannot be relied on. I will tell you, even that period when they try to do all these chameleon things with Peter Obi, now even that period where this man be want to endorse Peter Obi, he can't be say from that time we don't come hear from this man again. Before he can't come out boldly, this period can't endorse Peter Obi publicly. During that period where Peter Obi go see people for IDP camp for Benue State, now this man don't talk say he go vote Peter Obi because that man in a Atiku boy, the governor of Benue State. So in a Wike boy. So because of that one now, because he did loyal to Wike Wewe, he don't want to give his support to Peter Obi again. He can't be reluctant to give his support to Peter Obi. Peter Obi be one convince him, may not give his support to Peter Obi. Maybe let's say the reason why that man still stand in ground till today, and because the most heated place so far with insecurity, now in state, the so far when Benue State don't suffer for insecurity, now he made that man still stand say, oh, the only person where if he get peace, we go feel bring her out of this calamity. Now Peter Obi, now make that man stood his ground. If to say that man no Nigeria no happen to that man, Tinubu for Kolobi that man join body. That man for still reluctant today to endorse the Peter Obi. That Benue governor. You see this man, he don't see himself as a monarch of River State. You don't hear what they talk. Anybody where he endorse, now he want me river people they endorse. So if they want to control river people, if they still use that same power, till they try to control Benue governor. That Benue governor was under his influence. Now all those games, I don't see where this weekend they play for long. Now make me they tell you now here say, don't trust this weekend one day. But you tell me the last time you say no. Yeah, I should not say that. He has not given his support to other person that I should wait. I said you will see this weekend recolor. All these our politicians, I have my reservation about them. I will never trust any of them, no matter how they pretend they're sent rich. I will never trust them. Politicians, they will be the last person I will give my trust. I will only give some of them chance to see what they can do. They say, I go carry them for head. I lie you. I'm telling you. You see exactly the way this man talk to this man just now, this weekend. Now exactly who Wike be that. Even he will be thought he's can't even know. Say Wike na chameleon. That one never tell you something. You know, that one is very disrespectful. Until now, Wike self not even fear, not even let Wike reply. Wike they beat around the bush because he knows saying a real chameleon. My people, make we open our eyes. This our politicians don't still deceive us. This time around, Mona stand on our ground. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We can also talk to them. Say all of them they fear Tinubu one way or the other. For the reason best known to them. So and everybody that is supporting Tinubu, they are supporting Tinubu because of his money. So any name we Tinubu call him, fear not go let him. Let Wike reply him. It's not possible. Meanwhile, INEC have reassured Nigerians that the election will certainly hold next week. There's some speculation going on from one or two people saying the election might not hold or interim government might take over and all that. But INEC now don't talk now. 8 minutes ago, in China, let's quickly take this. Please, for the rest of you that want to contribute your 2 minutes later, if you want to add it in, you can. Let's listen to this.
Elections, and the INEC chairman alongside national commissioners are visiting the International Conference Center ICC in Abuja to inspect the state of the facility.
What is going to happen?
The ICC is where the presidential elections results will be collated and announced.
Of the results for the presidential.
This seemingly empty hall is expected to become a beehive of activities, beginning with the signing of the peace accord by 18 presidential candidates.
I must also add that the National Peace Committee is going to use this venue on Wednesday, the 22nd, for the signing of the peace accord for the election. So by the time you come here next, you will see a lot more happening in terms of branding of the venue, furnishing and activities. So there will be a place for agents of political parties. They will be prominent there because they have to see and observe the process and ask questions as the need arises. We'll have a place for all the accredited national and international observers, accredited national and international media.
The INEC chairman also visited other places within the facility, such as the call center, where INEC will receive and process calls from field officers, and the press center, where periodic news conferences will hold. Away from the facility, the INEC chairman also made a stopover at one of the training centers for ad hoc staff in Abuja.
Good morning, class.
Here, National Youth Service Corps members are trained as field officers for next Saturday's presidential and National Assembly polls.
We need to do this training, bearing in mind that we have
the INEC chairman is confident elections will hold as scheduled, despite the ongoing naira scarcity and the protests in some states.
The central bank has assured us that, as I keep saying, we will not suffer any encumbrances in that regard. So there are no issues with respect to that. On what is happening around the country, the protest that we have mentioned is a security matter. And they have assured that the security agencies assured and reassured us that they will secure the environment for elections to hold peacefully nationwide. So we have no issues in that respect.
It's exactly 1 week to the presidential and National Assembly elections, an exercise which will afford eligible Nigerians the opportunity to elect their president and federal lawmakers for the next 4 years.
Wow, I can't wait for this. By God's grace, I can't wait for my principal. God. In fact, if Peter Obi win, the world will shake. Not only Nigerians, so the world will shake. I'm telling you. By God's grace, I can't wait for this. We're already counting down. Meanwhile, left is back to you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. You say 2 minutes. Brother Now is not using 2 minutes talk finish. Blase will come start her from back today. Now from
Mr.
bottom
Leftis,
to
now
top.
my time where they use before, now I take talk, not my 2 minutes.
Brother, you not give me problem. I affect you. I disturb you. I call you Camelo. Back up, I bet talk to us.
Mr. Leftis, I don't know why you guys pay attention to Tinubu when he speaks. Let me tell you, that speech is very incoherent. The man he just talk is highly medicated under the influence of different substance. Can you, but listening to that speech, it does not make sense to me. It's just anything that comes to his head, he just speak. So I don't take whatever he says there, to heart. He's just talking for the purpose of talking. He listening to when Peter Obi speaks. You speak with a purpose. You speak to make a point. You speak to communicate. Is there any communication there that you heard Tinubu speaking? He was just joining words together, grammar. He wasn't making a point. So I cannot take anything out of what he said from Wike. You understand? Because at one point he was confused, talking about chameleon and leopard, or what I don't know what he was trying. What point was he trying to make? Is he talking about somebody that has changed party? Has Wike changed party? So I don't want us to pay attention to Bola Tinubu. We know that Bola Tinubu is not physically, mentally, or otherwise fit for the office of the president of Nigeria. No matter the amount of packaging, you understand? We have already seen him finish. We don't see him finish. So as for Wike, to declare or not to declare his support, I still maintain this position. Yes, we know that Wike has 1 vote, and we have seen the massive support Peter Obi has in the river states. Wike will not make a difference. Okay? Wike is fighting with the leadership of PDP. Wike wants to maintain his relevance in PDP. I'm telling you, Atiku will lose this election. Once he loses this election, he's going to relocate back to Dubai. All those people you see around him, they will urge Ben Johnson. PDP will scatter. Wike want to be the one that will still maintain that platform and continue to form an opposition, which is healthy for an ideal democracy. Coming out to obviously support or endorse anybody, be it Tinubu, be it Peter Obi, will be likened to anti-party activity. Correct me if I'm making a mistake. Autumn publicly, endorsed Peter Obi. However, before he did that, there was a court injunction that prevented PDP from taking any action on him in terms of expelling him from the party for anti-party activity, because he's running for a senatorial position under the PDP. And before that case will be adjudicated in the courts, election would have been done. Autumn will win that position because the people of Benue State will support him, regardless of whether he's running under the PDP. So if someone comes here to say, can't Wike do the same? I'm not a politician. We see things from the public space. We see things, from the court of public opinion. But I'm sure that people that are in the political arena, definitely see things in a different way that we see things. But I want to believe that Wike will be the biggest fool on earth if he does not endorse P2B, or if he does any endorsement that is contrary to endorsing P2B, because it is clear that the people of River State are on the Labour Party side. And let us not remember, there was a statement Wike made when P2B came. I didn't hear him make that statement to any other candidate. He said, that statement is deep. That statement is very deep. You give me this one, I give you the other one. If you think that he will come out in black and white, and say, oh, P2B is my candidate, there are consequences to that, which might affect him because he knows what he's shying away from. So, again, as Madam Rita will say, he's just one vote, So, and I don't believe at this point, whether he goes contrary, it's not going to change the people that will cast their vote for Labour Party on that day. INEC reassuring us that election we hold. Of course, it will hold. What Nigeria was a few days ago, was it yesterday? You showed troops of military men being pushed into Lagos, including those ones who carry grass on top of their head.
Exactly.
There's no way the government will be deploying that type of security and you tell me election will not hold. Election will hold. And this election, from the look of things, it will be as peaceful as possible, with the assurances that we have gotten from the security agencies. I hope and I pray that Nigerians should be able to cast their vote on that day without the loss of any life or injury, to anybody, peacefully. So I'm looking forward to next week. And Nigeria Watch, I want to really thank you for your commitments. You made a pledge. You stood by your words, even when it appears to be difficult. You still, muzzled it through. And God, who knows how to reward in secret, He will reward yourself both secret and openly when the time shall come. Every panel comes here.
Thank you.
Lefties, Mr. Alex, Brother Nice, all of you, Miss Rita, Omoyekona, you see, posterity will not forget us, will not forget any one of us, because yes, we are not at home, but we spoke out when we needed to speak. And God bless you all. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. My backup. You don't back me up. God also bless you for having the time, making our time to also believe in this vision and for being here all the time, lending voice to the progress and the restoration of Take Back Nigeria. So for you too, if not for you, we won't be here. Thank you. God bless you. So we'll just go straight to Alex Pekin because we are taking it from down to top, not from top to bottom this time. Alex Pekin, please talk to us.
Okay. Let me just join my brother once more that I just spoke to thank everyone. Elvis, God, now let God, now go fit pay you back. You understand? For this great job. Mr. Leftist, your time, your dedication,
Thank
and
you so
every
much.
other
Thank you so
person
much.
that wants a better Nigeria. Because I know we are all good. We have the good of Nigeria at heart. That's why we are all doing this. And it's the only one that is going to, whatever work we are doing, the secret is going to bless us in the open. In Jesus' name. Wike and his endorsement or no endorsement, I think we've really trashed this to the lowest level that you can even talk about. So minute now. That's what I will just say about it. The only problem I had with Wike was his too being loud. I know politicians talk a lot, but he was too extremely loud that he now put himself in this defensive situation, or put himself in this situation he's in now, that people don't even trust his words anymore. Anyways, most politicians don't need to trust their words. But he talked, gave promises, and said he's going to do and undo, but at the end, he just chickened in. So that's for that. But thank God that Nigeria people are fully behind this project because it is a Nigerian project. And that is Peter Obi becoming president on Saturday. He will be voted in exactly a week from today. We've been fighting and we've been doing everything within our power to make this come true. We should not give in, we should not give up. Encourage everyone that they are still getting weary one way or the other. Let them just know it's just a week. We were talking about this since years, but it's just a week now, very getting close. So the excitement is in the air. Nigerians are just waiting for a new day, a new dawn in their lives for a better country. So I think that's what we should trash very and push home until we meet our, or that we take the trophy. So I thank you and God bless you all.
Thank you very much, Alex Adopikin. We'll be having Mr. Alex as the last person. You see, Mr. Alex, see how pass come. I'll leave you for last.
Thank you,
Mr.
Lefty.
Don't forget my 2 minutes.
But you
Alex,
have been talking for donkey times now, Mr. Brother Nice. You've been everywhere. You've been very mandibular at this time. Anyways, if you still want to talk, that's left for the gaffer or the political or social media arbitrary, the person of leftists. So anyways, first of all, I will not insult Wiki. Do you know why? Because I'm not talking from the layman point of view. I will not call him names because he has not defeated, he has not supported Obi. I will not call him names. I'm not an ungrateful human being. I'm not a forgetful person. I don't forget labor of love or whatever you may want to call it. A man that brought down Atiku to nonsense. Today we are discussing Tinubu, APC, and Labour Party today because we can destroy PDP. We forgot that in a hurry. We forgot it. A man that exposed the 13% crude oil derivation money stolen by nearly all the Niger Delta states, including Edo State. He used his own to build flyovers, visible roads, built by multinational companies, Julius Berger, Lubrix, Cetraco. I will not forget a man who has been tackling the Fulani killer machine in Abuja, who protected his people in Rivers State, who has waged war against them in Abuja. Political war, economic war, verbal war. I will not forget his verbacity or verbagogical colloquy against the wicked men and women in Abuja. A man that said, I will not go to Abuja to beg. And he did not go, unlike the puppet I have in Edo State. No, I'm not like that. I will not forget the man who built a cancer research center for Rivers people. The only one we have in the Niger Delta, if not in the whole country. I will not forget a man who built law school worth 9 billion naira in less than 3 years for his own people. He built it not even in his own state. He built it in Bayelsa State because it's a Niger Delta project. I will not forget a man who built medical school for Rivers people. A man built medical school in his administration. He could have walked away with all this money, but he chose. Whether you call it politics, you call it he's playing that game, he's a chameleon. If this is how to be a chameleon, I think I should be a chameleon and do good things for my people, for me. A man who built medical school, world class, built by German and French company. Go and verify. So for me, and he gives 100 medical students full scholarship to study anywhere around the world. Anywhere, every year he does it. I will not, no. A man who has gone into the rural area to give them the dividend of democracy, and he commissions these projects, even when he has lost elections. He did not care over that. He still continued commissioning projects. He still continued paying contractors. He still continued doing well. I'm not saying it's perfect. It's part of the wicked people in Nigerian politics. But when you are good, I will say it. For example, the way Nigeria Watch comes here every day, leaves everything, every other thing, fighting for his future, fighting for us. So because of one thing he did not do tomorrow,
I will forget his labor. Capital reject and mentor. I'm not like that. So being a sitting governor, for me, is not, there are games theory you need to calculate. I don't know. He knows his weaknesses. He knows where people will wait for him. So long he did not endorse any other party, even if he did not endorse Obi, he received Obi the way he has not received anybody else. He even told Obi, give me this, I will give you that. I will give you Rivers State if you assist me to make sure my own candidate win as the next governor of the state. You may call it dictatorial, I agree with you, but I will not forget the good things this man has done. A man that told federal government during COVID-19, when there was no vaccine, when the whole world was on a lockdown, they declared a no-flight zone in the whole country. And some white men, about 12 to 16 of them, flew on the presidential pass into Rivers State to Chevron. Wike went and arrested them by himself. If those men were carriers of disease, Wike would have killed himself by himself, just like that. He arrested them, he gave them a press conference and told Abuja, you cannot put law and be breaking the law in my state. You cannot come and kill my people. If you need war, I will give you war. I will not forget a man who was in Edo State fighting against the federal might before this second tenure of this ungrateful governor we have in Edo State. He came as a DG of the campaign team when the federal governments, with all the military might, the largest infantry in the whole continent, the Inspector General Police, the army generals told him to leave Edo State, or he will see the fireworks. Do not leave, I will not leave. Wike was ready to put down his life. His hotel accommodation was surrounded by 500 soldiers imported by the ruling party. But the guy took the bullet for us. Rivers State's major data militants surrounded Edo State, waiting for war because of him. For me, I don't forget good things. I will never do that. Even if he did not declare for Obi, so long he's not against Obi, so long he's not declaring for Atiku, so long he's not declaring for Tinubu, I'm very satisfied with him. Because I don't know how he's done his government. He knows. If you don't know, Wike as of today as we speak, he has escaped 17 assassination attempts because of the fight he fought for the obedient, directly or indirectly. Tearing down PDP was not an easy thing. Having a 5G governor is not an easy thing. You must know how to lobby. You must know how to talk. You must know how to give. You must know how to sacrifice. Is it easy to carry 4 other governors, 7 senators, about 10 rep members from different states to be in your camp? If it is easy, you go and try it. So I will not do that. A man that came to Edo State and told the Oba of Benin, I respect you, I know the history, we are all from this palace. A man that is sound and vast with the historical antecedent of the great Benin kingdom. Capital reject and mentor. Wike remains a force to be reckoned with. And I'm not sure the Obidati movement victory will be complete if Wike's name is not mentioned vis-a-vis the fight he fought against his own party, PDP. So, gentlemen and ladies, he has his reasons why he didn't mention Obi, but from his body language, he's going to deliver Rivers State. Even Rivers State don't even need him to win for the Obidati movement. So let's call a spade a spade. If you have something against him, go to Rivers State and settle him. But what we have seen, the Bible says, we testify of what we have seen and the things we have heard. So with what I've seen, I can say the man is a good governor. If I have half Wike in Edo State will be a mini London. So go to Rivers State, call your friends. Somebody called into Nigeria's program about 6 months ago. She said she has been hearing Rivers. I think she's from Lagos or Benin, but she chose to go and spend 3 days in Rivers State to go and see the project. Guess what? The woman on the live program on the phone, she said, I plan to stay 3 days. I stayed 2 weeks. I was admiring the bridges, the flyovers, the roads. He said at the time I felt I was abroad. So the man did well. He's not living with these projects. So for me, Wike is not perfect. And for me, the labor he did in Edo State, although he did it for a man who's ungrateful, the guy is a good man. He's a friend that is dependable. He's a friend in need and he's a friend in deeds. This is what everybody wanted him. So I want to leave my humble logo market here with that logo aperture. Thank you very much. Get your PVC and vote for Mr. Peter Obi and Ahmed Dati. A new Nigeria beckons. Thank you.
This is why I almost wanted you to be the last person, because this Lugo Masha and Lugo Lobo, where they live without Abacha, I be say I not go give 911 because of this Lugo Mago and Mago Pierre. 911, 1 minute before we finally round up.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, now that Abasha on I they enjoy.
When he's done, please, I need a minute to Mr. Leftist. 1 minute when he's done. Thank you.
Let's go carry Abacha name, Jola. Logo Abacha. This man, keep it. So, for real, I have seen some truth in what you just said, Alex. You know, you use everything to condemn the man. The man have tried in some areas.
You are welcome.
The problem that I have with you, Alex, is that you always take things personal. We are not taking it personal, but we are just trying to.
I'm sorry, I'm not perfect.
I understand. So, yeah. So that is just the truth. We should open our eyes, Nigerians. We are already there, So go out, pick up your PVC and vote for Peter Obi, and let's change the status quo. Let's have a better
vote
Nigeria.
For Labour Party. Peter Obi is not on the ballot box. LP, vote for LP.
No worry. As far as we don't talk and save Peter Obi, all of them know where Peter Obi belong. Now LP, so all of them know. So don't be worried. Don't worry about that. You understand? So that is just all I can say for now. Thank you, Mr. Leftist, for the time. I think so you go still this my 2 minutes, because what did they do to me since I don't understand. Thank you, Mr. Leftist.
Alex, your 1 minute so that we can finally just go.
Yes, my dear brother, I'm in this struggle for a new Nigeria, this emancipation. I'm so sorry if I make you feel I take it personal. My sincere brotherly apologia to that effect. And yes, we are one. Everybody cannot, suffocate or communicate in the same platitudes or the same body metabolism or genetics. We are wired differently. So I want to tell us, take it or leave it. Wike did even what Sowore could not do. Even I love Sowore a lot. Wike did it. Destroyed Atiku for us, render PDP useless. So PDP is as good as dead. They know. When last did you hear from Atiku? So for me, the guy has his own reasons. But I can assure you, Rivers State is going to give 100%. He has already told Obio, he said, I will give you this, you give me that. Somebody said it before. I watched that video. Yes, he said, I will give you this. So he's giving us Rivers State. He's giving us Rivers. I don't know their political arrangement, but he's giving us Rivers State. If you watch during Obedient rally, Wike gave all the support, logistics, everything. He gave it, and he's still doing it till tomorrow. He called Obi my brother when Obi was in Rivers State. He said, we are brothers. Forget about the division of the military, because it used to be Eastern region. So for me, a man that has done such damages, and somebody just said on the comment section, at least he told us about the 30% derivation money. That is today, my state governor, who owed me explanation, has kept me in the state of oblivion. He has not come out to physically, defend himself about this money. So for me, he has his problems, but with the work he has done, if all the governors can be like Wike in project delivery, a man that won award, the best governor, given to him by a Fulani government who kills people, he recognized him and said, you are the best governor. A man that is, is not called with the nomenclature, Mr. Projects. All these projects are not going to live with him. He will leave in a few months, but the project is for me and you. I have friends who are living there now, driving on those roads. Whether you are Benin, Calabar, so you can live there. So for me, and I have a governor who is busy over here in Edo State, fighting everybody left, right, center, no roads, no security, nothing. There is no transparency, no local government, nothing. House of Assembly is almost nothing, and I'm seeing the light far away, Rivers State. And you expect me to just remain docile and be, and be politically incommunicado? I don't know. Capital rejectamental on that. So my dear brother, it is not personal. I'm sure by now you know this is how I talk when I give my humble legal logomaki, and I'll do that without logo apacha. Thank you.
Oh yeah, well
Thank
done.
you.
Oh, that logo Abacha and I mean not just the one for inside. Anyway, thank you very much, Mr. Alex,
Left
and
is last, me and you.
thank you everybody that have been with us. We'll be rounding up. I want to quickly use the opportunity to say thank you to those people that have super chatted us. We were not able to recognize almost everybody, but I know I saw Elizabeth Gomez. Thank you very much for your super chat. In fact, for everybody so far that have contributed either by way of super chat, thank you very much. I want to say thank you to those people that have been watching us. Say thank you, God bless you. And I want to also say thank you to all people that came to the panel today. You are so wonderful. Thank you, God bless you.
Mr.
Yes,
Leftis, can I quick ask one question?
go ahead, ask me the question if I have an answer to it.
Yeah. Can anybody just explain what this my number stand for? 911.
Well, you want to start another topic.
It's
I may
Porsche.
not have that
Porsche
time.
911. It's Porsche 911.
Yes,
Porsche
I,
911.
I may not have that time to explain because you are starting on that topic. 911. You have 911 as 911. You have 911 is a security number. It's a help number.
911 means Papa, Mama, Pikin, and Labour Party.
No, all of them no get 911 stand for 911 stand for emergency. Peter Obi is emergency to rescue Nigeria. Thank
Give
you.
him one bottle there.
My emergency before now. I say now for help.
Brother Nice, may they give him one bottle.
Who want give her the bottle, Alice? Who want give her?
Alex,
wherever that was.
Alex, bring the bottle now. Bring the bottle.
Alexander Gome ask question. No. Lefties, please confirm. Do you guys have Iyala in housewife? Iyala. Iyale in Benin.
Iyale na Iyale.
No, Iyale. No, we don't have it.
We need to call her
Owoha. Obioha, not Owoha. Obioha.
Iyale is Yoruba that call it
Obioha, newly married bride. Obioha.
Iyale is Yoruba. Benin,
Nigeria was they use British. Obioha. Obioha, newly married bride.
We don't have it. Sorry, I just saw it. I said, let me really check what you wrote with your super chat.
Buckingham Palace, Benin, Wezena. Buckingham Palace.
We don't have it. It's Yoruba that call it Iyale. That is the woman.
Iyowa. Although mother of the house, Iyowa.
Iyowa. We have it as Iyowa in Benin. Iyowa. But that Iyowa is an acronym. It's another way, but it's normally Oyoha.
No, I'm right now. Nigeria was they learn from me now. British brought up.
Thank you very much.
The way Mr. Lefty is continue to speak Benin.
My brother.
Lefty speak Benin part of us. So not easy lefty. So activist.
No, I believe Mr. Nigeria was because
I mean they teach him. You know they give.
I believe Nigeria was.
Nigeria was you be Britico. I beg.
No, I believe Nigeria was because before because left is not a speak Benin like this before. Now Nigeria was teach him.
Activists, people wait us up for Benin. I pray.
Why they spend with why they teach Benin?
Lefties, defend yourself.
But how come it can't be say you teach somebody you not sabi speak? How come?
War. He want chop a war.
Left is not be me they teach you.
Obioha.
What you say make I talk as you say now you they teach me make I say na lie na studio with day.
Now the same thing we make Wicked no reply to Nubo when he call him a chameleon because na senior man. So lefties, I can understand you.
All right.
Nice one.
I go play Benin.
Alice, tell me what it be logo marking.
Logo marking na submission. Then logo pattern without being partial.
Leftist, it's obvious that Brother Nice want to bring a second
And more they go.
discussion now.
He just want bring he want bring another topic.
I
We
don't know
already.
mission. I don't know in mission. I don't know in mission. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate you all for your time with us. Remember, we dropped a poll earlier on. I would like to quickly showcase this poll right now before we go. Please, can you hit on the like button if possible? If we can have 300, because currently we have 247 on the like, the thumbs up. If you can do that for us to take it to 300, because at the moment we still have about 400 people watching us. So if you can press the like button, make una press on at 248. Okay, somebody don't press now. God bless you. Thank you very much. But as we're showcasing the poll here, continue to press. Okay, and before you go, make sure you copy the link as well and take with you. So according to the poll today, the same title: will Mr. Peter Obi win next week 25th presidential election as the next president of Nigeria? 94% said yes, why 6% say no. All this una group with this coven, they this number 6. So una not they come off for there.
Why the no not the passes? Why the no not the passes?
I know understand.
You know the increase.
Now they your day because they not get strength, they not get power. So we get
they don't collect money. They don't collect money already. Many of them.
Even people
they don't
listen.
fit.
One thing you don't understand. People who not take say collect money, so all of them will still end up voting for Peter Obi. Don't worry. You know,
I'm telling you.
Yes, now.
So,
yes, now. That one.
Naja Watch. Oh, yes. There is somebody that used to come here that says it's for Tinubu, but the person is not coming again. He said he just like coming here that period. That period when he was doing the job. How come he's not here anymore?
The heat is too much for them. Many of them don't.
His name starts with E-M.
So the truth of the matter is, after the 25th of next month, all my family, we all will come back together. If you know you were supporting Atiku, you left. If you were supporting Tinubu, you left. And in fact, I have brothers that were actually for Tinubu who left, but they talk to me every day behind the scene, you know. But by the special grace of God, after the 25th, by next weekend, we all will come back here again. Our platform will now be for everybody again, the way it be. And this is a sacrifice.
Mr. Najawash, me, but you, Mr. Najawash, me, you know, say me, I be sure worried, but now I just give my vote to Peter Obi, but I still remain with AAC.
Yes, of course, that's fine, Like I said before, we get many people who no fit stand the heat because some of the vets from beginning, they call me, no, how you give your platform for Peter Obi, blah blah blah. You know, so I not be support Peter Obi. But at the end of the day, we all are talking every day, every time. So everybody will come back again. Now then I go see how better debate they be. If you now see the way our debate they be all this while, now one way debate we they get every Friday. Now one way debate. We just they call our debate, but normally if we are sincere to ourselves, it's one way debate. But after election don't finish, now don't call the sick basketballs. Proper debate when they see say people go throw bottle for inside, but although you not call the meat person the way they be before, you know. So I
miss brother Amori, greetings. So if you hear me,
Epa Amori, yes, Epa Amori will come back. You know, it will come back. These are the people that is, you know, that we all started here together. But unfortunately, you cannot blame him for who he chooses to support. But everybody will come back again after next week. Then where we can talk and well, you know. That's so it be. So for those of you who will continue to talk we choose to support Peter Obi because we know say now only him amongst all of them will go feature in Nigeria for us. We not support and dedicate this platform for Peter Obi because say they pay us. Nobody pay us. We know they do that. In fact, if anybody give us money, we go come here, come talk and we know they collect money and we know they use our platform, they raise money. You know, not say since when they say more raise money for Mr. Peter Obi, I don't raise any money for here because I don't want anybody go change that for my head. So, but meanwhile, my people, I appreciate every one of you. Thank you so much for your time with us. Please share this broadcast, like the broadcast. I wanted you guys to give me 300 likes, but I have 257 likes. You know, I will manage it. No, I'm very, very grateful. You know, No, say when the concern like and share, especially on this our very, very vital informations. Sometimes I'm not always contented, but in every other area, I'm very, very contented. Contentment is what that leads me in my life. I'm a very, very grateful person. I show gratitude in everything. Because I believe that is the number one medicine that can heal you in life. Because if you're on the step one, you do not appreciate, you can never get to step two. That's one thing about life. So I appreciate every one of you. The way you people they thank us, and so will they thank you. It's not easy to do this without you guys. My people, here now go join the curtain like we talked about before. Make gonna help us share, make gonna help us like. I'm just gonna put on this 4-5 minutes my do music here. You don't think we don't play a do music rich kai many things, sha. More just use this one to pass this evening. My people now, God bless you now. Make una share, mother of all mommy diaspora. Thank you very much for all you're doing for us. Mother Rita, I can see you there. Martina Ambassador, Iris Finance. I can see Tony Africa right there. Abe Johnny. I see all of you there. And God will bless all of you now. Thank you, my people. In fact, more people did that comment section, but I wish I can mention your names, but I cannot. Wisdom Lucky, I see you as well. Thank you so much. Thank you. But make una help us share. Make una just share them. Divine Cross, I see you as well. Fosa Akembo, thank you very much. Now God will bless you now. Baby Love, thank you. And then I have somebody who just came in just now. Cannot see account. Nancy TV. I believe you're the join us now. You're not join us since. Good to have you here. Now God will bless you. God bless you all, my people. Please share and like. Continue to press the like button as you enjoy this music. More than the press the like button. And here we draw the curtain. Lefties, my dear brother, thank you so much. I appreciate every one of you. So, Lefties, are you set? Can we go now?
Yes, we can go now.
All right. Okay, my people. Now, now we'll leave them. Take care and bye for now.
boy.